lovies, this is Love from Level Up Consulting Firm, and this video is for anyone who wants to drive traffic to their website. So why invent the wheel if there's already some tried and true practices in place that can assist you along the way? Ultimately, your goal in business is to generate income, and if you're not bringing in any money, then what are you doing, right? So I'm going to give you a few tips on how to drive more traffic to your website to increase the likelihood that you will have a sale. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So number one, you should do a website analysis. Now this is a service that I offer with Level Up, and I only charge $30. And basically I go through each page on your website and try to pick out what things stand out to me, what things don't stand out. Is it aesthetically pleasing, right? I did a website analysis for a girl the other day, and her website was not attractive. It was not generating any sales. And she reached out to the group and she said, hey, I just want to know what you guys have tried. My website is like generating some traffic, but people aren't buying. So I was able to break it down for her and let her know why people weren't buying from her and give her some tips on what she could do to fix it. Okay, so if you need that service, my information will be in the description box, but wait until the video finishes first, or pause it. So, is it attractive? Is it easy to read? And do you have your contact information there? So sometimes it's just a matter of the colors that you're using. They don't contrast well. And for someone who cannot see very well, using really light colors, like really light pink or yellow, it may be faint against a white background. So you have to be very careful about what colors you use, and also be careful about what colors you use as far as the color scheme. Like, is it going to hurt my eyes to look at? Is it too bright, right? All of that matters. And lastly, for the website analysis, do you have a clearly defined process? So sometimes people have shipping information on their website, sometimes they don't. But this is going to be a big help to help you even with your customer service. Because if you know your product takes 1 to 2 weeks to arrive at this person's home because you live out of the country or you live out of the state and you don't really have as many options available to you for shipping, or even if you're doing drop shipping, right, and most of your products are in another country, you want to make sure that you let them know what to expect with that process, right, before they even go through with the purchase. Now, that doesn't mean that it has to be the first thing on the first page of your website on the home page, but when they click on shipping, they just need to have a realistic idea of what to expect. And this will prevent them from blowing up your email, hopefully, and your social media pages, all in your comments telling you that they didn't get their package, right? So next, the next thing I will say as far as the website analysis, I was told by my mentor that people buy with their eyes, right? And so I used to just have a sticker with the logo on my products, but I never had what the product was. But in my head, I'm like, well, I'm just starting out and I know people know what they ordered, but it still matters, right? You want to know what they ordered. You shouldn't have to open each jar to figure that out before you stick it in their boxes, right? So figure out what to do, make sure it's aesthetically pleasing, and get that website analysis so your website can be on point. So next, with marketing, are you consistent with your post? Posting every day, at least 4 to 5 times a day. Some people say 6. Are your posts relevant to your page? So if you have a skincare line, you shouldn't be posting things about music. You shouldn't be posting anything about apparel, right? Unless you sell apparel or unless you're promoting someone on your page that does music, right? And make it relevant. Figure out a way to make it fit into your brand. But ultimately, your followers are following you because of the content that you post. And if your content isn't relevant to your page, it's sort of like, okay, well, why would I follow this person, right? Next, are your posts attractive? Are you coming out with posts that don't have any color, have a lot of words, or maybe don't have as many words, but the words are not as descriptive? Make your post attractive. And there are a number of different websites and apps that you can download to create social media posts. One of them is Fonto, that is Phonto. That is extremely helpful. You can look at some YouTube videos on how to create social media posts. You can even go to Fiverr.com, which is Fiverr, and get someone to do social media posts for you. And a lot of them do not charge a lot. It's very inexpensive, but that will be a great investment for you so that you can generate more sales and bring more traffic to your website. Ultimately, again, people buy with their eyes, so you want it to look nice. Next, products. Are your products even in demand? Are you meeting a need, right? People have to want what you have to offer in order to purchase from you. Are your products in stock? No. What am I thinking about? Are your products in stock? Do people go to your website and everything listed on your website says out of stock? Right? We don't want that. I don't like seeing that when I go to someone's website. Now, I can see one or two items being out of stock and you having like a restock date there so they know when it's coming back. But if the majority of your products are out of stock, I don't want to purchase from you. I don't feel like you're reliable, especially if you offer a product, right? Because essentially, I want people to put my brand in their self-care regimen. Therefore, when it's time for you to get some more, you want it to be in my store. So if every month you come back to buy and make a purchase and you look on the website and it says sold out, that's going to be a problem. If you have to, come back in 3 days, come back in a week, that's going to be a problem. So keep your stuff in stock. And next, do you even have reviews, right? Make sure you ask people for reviews whenever they purchase your product or your service. And this is very important. I am one of those consumers who takes reviews seriously. There are people who will go to the reviews before they visit a restaurant. There are people who will look at the reviews before they visit a new place for a service like waxing or massage therapy, right? And you should be doing that. And that's another reason why different restaurants and other fields have what they call market research. There's a survey on almost every receipt you've ever had. And they use that market research so that they are able to make their product or their service better for you. So that is going to help increase traffic to your website as well. You send people to do reviews. You send people to your website to go look at those reviews. People see the reviews, they want to make a purchase from you. Okay? So these are just a few tips on what you can do to drive more traffic to your website. I really, really, really hope this helped, guys, because I know what it's like. People visit my website every day. I have like hundreds of clicks, and that doesn't mean that everyone is going to purchase from me, right? But at least when people give me feedback on my website, I do take that into consideration. And I make sure that I'm always improving their shopping experience, giving them more information. One of the things I implemented was a PDF where they could click on it and then you have all of the instructions to each of the products, right? And it has all of the products there, so it doesn't matter what you order. If you click on that link, you'll be able to access that PDF and download it on your personal computer, right? So consistently adding value, consistently giving people a reason to go to my website. People don't just click the link in your bio just because. Some people may, right? But you want to be offering value and driving that traffic, all right? So I hope this helped. My information is in the description box, and as usual, level up. Bye.